Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm on it again. I'm on it again. Yeah. I'm on it again. I got some money and lost some money, then got it back again. I'm talking rest again. I'm on that drink again.
Alright, so I'm DaWayne Nettles, aka Mr. Nettles. I'm originally from Darlington, South Carolina. I'm a stand-up comic here in Columbia. I've been performing since about February.
Right now I'm vibing hard, I can't even think again. She tryna link again. I'm like, baby.
Actually, I started writing early 2019, so I wrote for about a year. Then I started going out to the local open mic scene, just scoping the place out. Then I actually took a class at the Comedy Closet. So I got in the class, and a part of the class, we had a graduation show. So prior to the graduation show, I had did my first open mic. Did the graduation show, it went well. I've just been hitting the ground running since then.
Baby, I'ma let my money talk, cause I don't wanna talk, I let my money talk.
I actually got a list. So really, my mom, my family is one of my biggest influences. From the comedy perspective, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Deion Cole, Thea Hughley, those are perhaps my biggest influences.
Yeah, I'ma talk, I let my money talk.
For me, really, I draw most of my comedy from real life. So a lot of my stuff comes from just observation. And to be honest, like my group chat. So I just go to group chat, hear stuff, and just respond to stuff, and I'm like, oh, this could be a joke. So that's probably my creative process. I do that, do some writing exercises here and there, and just bringing my ideas and put them on paper.
Yeah, I don't wanna talk, I let my money talk.
The best work I've done so far, the graduation show went really, really well. So I think that's kind of what gave my momentum. But as far as like accolades, I was just runner up for best local comedian in Columbia, so that's probably the biggest thing I've accomplished so far.
Yeah, yeah.
Talking how you walking.
My purpose is to really leave a legacy. I just really get on stage every time I get on stage. I'm an educator by trade, so really I just want to get on stage and just leave little nuggets for people to kind of pick up on and just think about when I leave stage.
Let your money talk, let your money talk, hey, talk.
Currently, we just launched a podcast in July. We're actually late June, so Last and Hip Hop Podcast, me and a couple of my friends from college. Pretty much the birth child of just the conversation we've been having for the last really 15 years. So we just launched that not too long ago, so we're really getting off the ground. That's probably the biggest thing we're working on.
How you walking like you talking, hey, let that money talk, let that.
If I wasn't a comic, actually I'm doing it. So my full-time job, I actually work for the University of South Carolina. So I'm an educator, so I work for in the TRIO department, so I help first-generation low-income students prepare for college.
Let the money talk, hey.
I let my money talk, I really like to talk.
My favorite childhood memory, I come from a really large family, so every Sunday our family would get together at my house, and we'll just, my mom has 9 other siblings, so and they're all like comedic timing is impeccable. So if you think I'm funny, they're the funniest people I know. So just having a conversation with them, laughing and having a good time, that's probably the biggest childhood memory, my favorite childhood memory.
People, I don't like small talk. There's a lot of niggas looking about that talk, but
I think my I made it moment probably be when I could do this full time. From my I made it moment, but really I just do it just to give back, make people laugh, especially this time. Like it's always good to have a smile on your face.
But they ain't about that walk. I'm just trying to make that hit, been trying to be a boss.
Really, the biggest advice I could give you is to just pursue your dreams. Go out there, do it. I know for myself, I spent a long time just not pursuing it, just because it's just a hobby. But really, a lot of my friends, a lot of my family really pushed me into pursuing it because I guess they saw a gift that I didn't see in myself. So I would just say, you know, if you have a skill, you have a talent, just pursue it.
Rick Ross, yeah, you know how I'm sliding, you know how I'm riding, down south mobbing, so the
It just got kind of hot as soon as COVID hit. So initially it kind of delayed everything, but then I just put it in perspective and looked at it, and I just used that time to really perfect my writing, perfect my craft, and then just thought about just creating innovative ways to pursue other things. So started doing virtual shows, and really that was the reason we kind of launched the podcast. It was just a platform that we could launch virtually and just still get back to the fans out there online.
down south mobbing, so the city popping, Cola City, go to city.
How am I going to change the world? I think the biggest thing for me, I want to leave a legacy for myself, but one of the biggest things I do, like I think I'm education first always, regardless of whether I'm an entertainer or not. So just seeing my students every day, seeing the growth they make, and just seeing their success is success for me. So, and doing that and seeing people laugh, putting a smile on their face, that's a legacy enough for me.
City doing the most, I'm on that again. I got some money and lost some money.
I think you should follow me and support me because this is a time I think people should laugh. I think I'm pretty funny myself. And just something positive having in a time like this. Like, it's always a good time to laugh. I haven't met anybody who doesn't like to laugh, so I feel like that's the thing that binds us.
Money then got it back again. I'm talking rest again. I'm on that drink.
All right, well, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Mr. Nettles. And then you can follow the podcast on Instagram and YouTube at Laughs and Hip Hop Podcast.
I'm on that drink again. I'm riding out, I'm vibing hard. I can't even think again.
Sure, why not?
Talk, I let my money talk. Yeah, I'm a talk, I let my money talk. Yeah, I don't want.
What's going on? What's going on, Gold Den? First of all, shout out to HYLO Art for having me here tonight. Hopefully you guys get some laughs. If not, I'm gonna pretend you guys are haters. So, a little about me. I normally perform at mostly white venues, so I treat most of my performance like away games. So I'm gonna treat tonight like a home game. So we got an all black crowd. So I'm winning currently winning. It's playoff time. Anyway, I normally start my shows off with the white things I don't like. I normally get a look from the crowd. They look at me like, this dude about to tell a white crowd about white things he don't like. It's not what you think. For example, I don't really like white pants. Black people love them, I hate them. They always wear them at dinner cruises. I don't like white gravy. It's disgusting. It's like white gravy. I can't get down with you. I don't like white fraternities. Not because they're white. I have a bad experience. One time in undergrad, there was this one fraternity. They always wore these white initiation hoodies. They played these weird pranks every time. They come to my house one time. They stuck a cross in my yard and lit it on fire. Damn Kappas. One thing about me, I'm really big into documentaries. A few years ago, there was this one called Blackfish. It's about SeaWorld's most famous killer whale, Tilikum, and how he kills this white female trainer during a performance. It's a great documentary, I love it, but every time I get to the end, I can't help but feel jealous. And I feel jealous because if this documentary was called Black Man, I know it went quite insane. They would have shot Tilikum as soon as they approached that poor white woman. I mean, I can hear the police report in my head now.
Tilikum's wearing a hoodie, and he appeared to reach for a gun.
Guys, I was so upset. I was reading my protest and everything. I was like, justice for Tilikum, justice for Tilikum. First Harambe, now Tilikum. What's next? But recently, guys, I realized Tilikum wasn't a black fish at all. Tilikum was a white fish in blackface. I'm gonna tell you guys how I know Tilikum was white. I got 3 reasons. Reason number 1. Tilikum got pissed off at work one day and decided to kill his co-worker during a performance. Reason number 2, CNN made this elaborate documentary about Tilikum's fucked up childhood to build sympathy for Tilikum. And number 3, and most importantly 3, Tilikum never got fired. Tilikum got put on paid admin leave and brought back when things died down. I think Tilikum's a cop. Tilikum's definitely a cop. So, speaking of documentaries about killing white people, some of my favorite things to do is watch documentaries about killing white people. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at my Netflix. There's a tab that says, because you like watching documentaries about killing white people. So, there was this one, you guys have probably seen, anybody seen Get Out? Yeah. Woo! You know, it's the documentary about the black guy He gets kidnapped by white people. They brainwash him. And then toward the end, he breaks out of the brainwashing, kills the white people, and he escapes back to Black America. No, I'm confusing this with the OJ documentary. It's the same plot, different documentary. It's easy to confuse. So if you can't tell by now, I'm pretty woke. So I pretty much keep my material the same regardless of the crowd I have. But I think I'm so woke because I have older parents. They kind of were adults in the civil rights era. But that was kind of stressful being a kid because I just didn't want to do certain things. Like, I really didn't like reading growing up. My parents would get on me, they'll stop like, people die, so you can have the right to read. I didn't really like riding in front of the bus. People die, so you can ride in the front of the bus. I don't like dating white women. People die, so you can have the right to date white women. Black Lives Matter, guys. Black Lives Matter. Recently I found out, this ain't the most woke thing in the world, but I like to do it. I recently discovered I like going to bed and breakfasts. But every time I go, I feel really bad because I feel like the ancestors are just frowning down on me, like because I'm choosing to go to a plantation house on purpose. So I just feel like my ancestors are just rolling over in their grave. I thought about recently, you know what? I get to go to a plantation house and white people get to serve me. So in that sense, it's not too bad. I'm winning. This is reverse racism at its finest. Another thing about me, I'm pretty woke, so I'm also an advocate for the LGBTQ community, right? I don't know if you guys know, I'm actually trans. Some people look like this, they're shocked. I'm not transgender. I'm trans-financial. Being broke just didn't identify me no more. I just never felt right sitting in my brokenness, so I'm very wealthy now. The only thing I don't like about the trans movement and the black movement is a lot of people compare it to being black. And like, they're two things you can't compare, right? And the main reason I say that is you can't really hide being black. Like if you're gay and trans, like what you could kind of have a coming out moment. So one day I imagine like, what if you could come out as black? Like what would that experience be like? So let's give you an example of what that might be like. So I just imagine calling home to my parents. Ring, 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 ring. Hello? This is my mom. Hey mom, are you sitting down? So yes, I'm sitting down. I got some news to share with you. I don't really know how to say this. I've been feeling this way a really long time, as long as I can remember. But you know, I'm gonna just say it. Mom, I'm black. But guys, really, I found an experience, the closest thing I can think of as coming out as black is, I got two examples. I work for a very large, predominantly white university, so my experience when I actually interviewed was probably the closest experience I have to it. So I submitted my resume, I got a call back pretty instantly, because on paper I'm very white. On paper I'm very white. I'm white as they come on paper. But when I show up to the interview, I'm as black as they come. So that's probably the closest thing I had to come out as black. But I still got the job. So my second experience, the closest thing I had to come out as black is when somebody calls my work phone. So I can't really see who it is. I don't have a call ID, so it just rings. So I pick it up like, good afternoon, Mr. Nettles from the University of Arkansas Trail Program. How may I help you? There's my homeboy on the line like, what's up, nigga? Ah, nigga, what's up, nigga? These white people call. These white people. One thing I share, I typically don't share in my white crowds because I don't want to put any bad views in the air about black people. So you guys know there's a war going on. Are you guys aware of the war that's going on between black people? Yeah. There's a war going on between light-skinned people and dark-skinned people. So we just gonna talk about. See, look, you notice the light-skinned people on this side. See, it's a war. I know what we're talking about. But I've been a part of this war for the longest. It's hard being a light-skinned man. And that's probably the most light-skinned statement I can make. But just for example, like the poster child of being dark-skinned, Morris Chestnut. I can't stand this. Morris Chestnut show up in tight pants and a turtleneck, Now let me wear some tight pants and turtlenecks. I can already hear the people in the crowd like, he must be from Atlanta. And if I was, see, he's hating on light-skinned people. Light-skinned people, I got the stigma. But recently, well not recently, a few years ago, there was this movie called The Perfect Guy. I had no inclination of going to see this movie because the same movie comes out every 2 to 3 years. Crazy date, stalks the girlfriend, kills the boyfriend, whatever, same stories, whatever. So I had no inclination whatsoever to see this movie. One day I overheard my coworkers talking about the film, and I was like, yeah, I want to see The Perfect Guy. When Michael Ealy killed Morris Chestnut, girl, I was shocked. I said, what you say? You mean to tell me black-skinned Michael Ealy kills dark-skinned Morris Chestnut in a movie? I went out and bought tickets the same day. Listen, I got so excited about I cosplayed that bad boy. Listen, I got a temp fade, I got some hazel contacts. I was Michael Ealy in the theater. Like, I was excited. I sat in the front row, I spent $80 on snacks, and I was just sitting there waiting for the scene to happen, right? So anybody seen the movie, the scene comes up, basically what happens, Michael Ealy goes on the Morris Chestnut car, tampers with the brakes. Morris Chestnut drives off, car flips over at least 8 times, goes down the hill, hits a tree, right? Like, common sense will tell you Morris Chestnut is dead. Michael Ealy takes it a step further. Right? He comes out, walks over Morris Chestnut dying body. He reaches down and chokes out Morris Chestnut until his last breath leaves, right? I'm in the front row like, yeah. I got so excited. You would have thought it was Christmas, boy. I was too excited about Morris Chestnut getting choked out by Michael Ealy. Michael Ealy was my idol, except for when he was in Colored Girl. All right, so I was really hesitant about telling this joke. I had this joke way before. I just want to take a moment to recognize Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman. One, he's one of my favorite actors. I was a big fan, so I was really hurt by the news. But I have a joke about Chadwick Boseman, but I kept it in because it's kind of a testament to his greatness, right? So Chadwick Boseman has a history of playing, like doing biopics. He's played Thurgood Marshall, he's played Jackie Robinson, he's played James Brown. Chadwick Boseman was like none of these niggas. But I'm really upset because I was writing a film with Chadwick Boseman in mind, and I just know this film's not going to get made now with Chadwick, so I'm just hurt. The title goes something like this: Ain't I a Woman? The Sojourner True Story, starring Chadwick Boseman. Like, this film is not going to get made now, so I'm just really devastated. I might call Tyler Perry, he'll probably be down for it. He'll Tyler Perry, no wigs. All right, guys, so I come to notice this venue is very popular with the poetry crowd. Any poets in the house? Any poets? No poets in the house. That's all right. I'm going to be the poet tonight since there's no poets in the house. You guys mind if I share an original poem? Yeah. All right, so we got to set the ambiance. There's no poets in the house. So we need snaps. We need participation. If you guys feel moved and you want to join along, please join along. All right, so this is an original poem by me. Cadillac grills, Cadillac wheels. Check out the oil my Cadillac spills. Matter of fact, candy paint Cadillac's kill. So check out the holes my Cadillac fills. 20-inch wide, 20-inch high. Oh, don't you love my 20-inch ride? 20-inch thighs make 20-inch eyes. Hoping for American 20-inch pies. Pretty ass clothes, pretty ass toes. Oh, how I love these pretty ass hoes. Pretty ass high class, anything goes. Catch them in the club throwing pretty ass. You guys are with it. You guys are with it. Long John draws, Long John stalls. Any snake puss with my Long John pause. Women on this hill making Long John's calls. And if they like to juggle, it's Long John's balls. I get emotional when it's fun. For my players in the house who can buy the bar, and the ballin' ass niggas with the candy cars. If you're a pimp and you know you don't love them hoes when you get on the floor. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. There's a moral to the story. I was in Atlanta in 1999 on a field trip, and I was on the Martyr, and I lost my poetry book. I made it a hotline.
Ludacris makes a hot song. Thank you guys, that's my time. Shout out to my team, Last on Hip Hop Podcast, my brother Jose Rivera, my partner Maximilian Speed, and just shout out to the comedy scene in Columbia in general.